Come make a quick visit to this basilica with me. In a few hours, a prayer vigil will be held here in this basilica in preparation for the canonization of Pope John Paul II and Pope John the 23rd. It is called the Papal Archbasilica of St. John Lateran, or St. John Lateran's Archbasilica, or St. John Lateran Basilica, or simply the Lateran Basilica, because the property used to belong to the Laterani family. This is the oldest and the first among the four papal basilicas and the most important church in the West. This cathedral is the cathedral of the Bishop of Rome, who is also the Pope, and it ranks above all other churches, including St. Peter's Basilica. Hence, it is called an archbasilica. The cathedral dates back to the 3rd century from Pope Saint Sylvester I, who made it his residence, and thus it became the Cathedral of Rome. The cathedral was abandoned in the 14th century, and in between two fires ravaged it. Reconstruction happened in the 16th century under Pope Sixtus V. He tore down the original structure and built an entirely new one. Several popes continued the reconstruction until the early 18th century. Outstanding structures in the basilica. There is the papal chair in the apse, and also the altar, which can only be used by the Pope. The altar was built in 1367 with a bit of a wood that was supposed to be taken from a wooden altar used by Saint Peter. The apse is decorated with a large mosaic, with the topmost having the figure of Christ. They say the oldest representation of Christ, coming from the 4th or the 5th century. The rest of the mosaic were finished on the 13th century, and the sizes of the figures represent their importance. It is interesting to note that the creators of the mosaic placed themselves there as the smallest figures. And last but not the least, this structure that is over the altar, called the baldachin, holds the reliquaries that contain the heads of Saints Paul and Peter.